Hi, today we have the Simo X, which is a detachable portable surround sound speaker. Now I've had this for about a half a year now, but Simo X recently sent me 2 new ones so I can make you guys a review. This isn't a sponsored post, so I'll be giving my honest thoughts on these speakers. To give you some background, I met the makers of the Simo X back in January 2022 at the Consumer Electronics Show. I made a TikTok video about their speakers before they were released to market, and I just thought it was a really cool concept. In today's video, we're going to do a quick unboxing, discuss the design, audio, battery, and I'll give my verdict at the very end. So the way the Simo X is designed is with 4 individual units that separate for surround sound. They have built-in magnets, so when you're done, you can snap them back together. They charge simultaneously when the main unit is plugged in via USB-C, and you can carry them around with its plastic case and leather strap. The frame of the speakers is plastic, so don't drop them too many times. I dropped one of my units and the LED no longer turns on, but the speaker still works. Lastly, it also has an aux cord for if you want to plug a device in instead of playing through Bluetooth. Now for the most important part, the audio. On a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being amazing sound quality, think Bowers & Wilkins KEF, 4 being Sonos and Bose, and 1 being those cheap $10 Walmart Bluetooth speakers, this is a 3. Average. Let me explain why. Firstly, the mids and highs are clear, but it's missing a lot of that bass, which is expected of a small speaker. It's definitely more bright, kind of tinny. Even on the website, it lists the speakers starting at 60 Hz, so you're already missing out on deep and parts of mid bass. Each speaker does get quite loud for how small they are, but there is a little bit of fuzziness and distortion at max volume. Something to note is that it is a 2 ohm speaker, which generally means that it can get really loud at the sacrifice of sound quality. The focus here seems to be more on power and volume rather than that sound quality, which lends itself great for group gatherings or social vibes. I'm told that the Simo X is a 4-channel speaker, meaning each individual unit outputs a specific sound channel: front left, front right, back left, and back right. When I have it separated, I can definitely hear stereo, meaning left and right audio, but I'm not entirely sure for front and back. I could be wrong though, since I was using Spotify to stream and not something more high fidelity, but this is just my experience. It is definitely fun to set up the 4 speakers around you and sit in the center to listen to your favorite song. Being immersed in your music and having it come from all directions is awesome, but I will admit, the novelty wears off after a few playbacks. Also, you can de-pair all 4 speakers so each one can act as its own, or pair additional speakers so you can have more units playing the same audio track. In terms of battery life, the website says 8 hours of continuous playback, but that doesn't mention at what volume. I've never had a problem with the battery life, meaning it's never really run out for me, but I've only ever used it at social events for max up to 3 hours at probably 75% volume. Comparatively to other speakers around similar price points, the Beats Pill and JBL Flip 6 are advertised to supposedly get 12 hours, so the Simo X could do a little better here. At the end of the day, would I recommend this speaker? It depends. If you're constantly hanging out with groups of people, let's say between 4 and 16, these speakers are great because you can put them at the 4 corners of a picnic blanket or the corners of the room and everyone can have a pretty even listening experience. It's also quite novel, and I think that's been a pretty big selling point. Whenever I pull this out, people are always super interested and want to know more about the speaker. However, if you want great sound quality, there are definitely better speakers out there. At $179, it's worth it if you're constantly bringing the music or being the DJ. But if you're just sitting at home, alone, I don't believe it's as worth it. And that's it for the review of the Simo X. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Links in the description. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys for the next video.